Hi again, we're here with our friend Dinno Fabian, but this time we're gonna talk about Swiss watches. And in true Dinno fashion, there is a trinity of watches again. So we'll talk about that later. Hi guys, welcome back. We're with Dinno Fabian and today we're gonna talk about his Swiss collection. So first, I'd like to start off with his white 40mm Explorer 2. So Dinno, tell us what drew you to this watch, please.
Well, to begin with, I wasn't really intending to buy Swiss watches because for their price tag, not everybody could afford it. Even if I could afford it at that time, it was like I couldn't really find myself justifying a price tag that high. So I was like thinking, oh, maybe when I retire, I'll just buy a watch, I'll buy a Rolex and Seiko. But then again, it's like, when am I gonna enjoy a Swiss watch?
Yes.
Yeah, so I had to narrow it down to one or two. So I was thinking, what for me are the classics?
Yes.
Or for me, I don't know. I'm not a Rolex expert or a Swiss
Okay.
watch expert. So for me, again, going by my own rule of what I like, what I
Yes.
see. And I would wear what I like, so that's my rule of thumb for myself. And I keep seeing this Polar Explorer on doctors' wrists.
On doctors. Okay.
Yeah, when I'm in the hospital, I was like, that really looks nice, and I'm always gravitating towards it. And I keep looking at the wrist. I was like, hey, okay, what model was that? And I didn't know. So I was like looking for an old one of this. Apparently there was a dial there, the cream dial.
Yes. Are you into that? The creamy loom and all
I
that?
I got to see one and it was nice, but the thing is, like, when I was like, it's hard to find, and number two, it's really expensive.
Yes. There's a premium on that.
Yeah, and then there was like another one that I saw. I was almost gonna buy it. The markers are creamy na. So sabi ko, hey, pwede na rin yan.
Yeah.
Also, okay, so when we had it checked, kaya lang, sadly, the glass wasn't original.
Oh.
So
where did you buy this piece?
Well, I bought it from another collector.
Okay.
I think this one is from Dennis Magat yata. Because he was unloading lang. I was like,
Okay.
that's the best time to,
Yeah.
strike when some people are thinking of unloading and like, okay, before they change their mind.
Yeah.
So this one I like because when you travel, you get to use 2 time zones.
Yes.
It's a pain lang to set because but once you get into it na, okay na siya. It's part of the fun of setting watches for me.
Okay.
I like setting watches, so when we travel, it's nice to get back into it because you get to be familiar again with the watch every time you wear it, aside from just.
But I really think that your watches are so clean and they look like they're not being worn.
Well, it's more of, part of me is like wanted to keep it in pristine, but part of me didn't want to baby it too much, so that's
Okay.
why
I'm surprised though that your 2 Rolex watches are not on leather straps.
Well, yeah. Well, I have to hand it off to Rolex because they're.
Oh, the bracelets
The
pass your
bracelet-
standards.
Yes. Yes.
A very discerning man. Okay.
Yeah, and they feel nice. They feel nice on the wrist, and they don't bite. They don't, and then they just right.
And this Submariner, so of course no date, but I know you were mentioning about that it being a transitional model.
Yeah, because the next one of this Submariner had a different case already. There was like no
more lugs.
no more lug holes.
Lug holes, yeah.
And the print on the bracelet.
I see.
Yeah, so this one was the last one.
So where did you buy this one?
Wait, I bought it off a friend. Yeah,
Okay.
He was offering it.
I'd like to
from
meet your
William.
friends.
Well, the most enjoyable people to buy off from are the ones who are getting bored of the pieces. So the ones who have a lot. So yeah, you watch out for those people who have a lot of Rolex. They can't decide which one to wear.
Yeah.
So they'll have pieces that are lying around, and they'll think like, it's not getting wrist time, so. Oh, I'm here.
RFS, no wrist time.
Yeah, that's it. Like, okay, I'm here. So, yeah.
So why did you decide that you wanted the sub with no date instead of with a date?
I guess it's what other people claim that they like about it is the symmetry.
Okay.
Yeah, and I like this one because it's a 2-liner. Because this one has two lines only, unlike
Okay.
unlike the next one.
So
of
the
this
dial
one.
is cleaner.
Yeah, the dial is cleaner.
I see.
I like it. It's more of classic. Anyway, if I'm gonna go with a semi-old Rolex, might as well go for the.
I see.
Because the newer ones are like bigger with more.
Have you had these pieces serviced, or
Well, not yet.
they still
not
keep
yet.
good time?
Yeah, they keep good time, and that's what I like about them because doesn't need servicing yet. So, but come time, they're trusted service people naman.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we move into another. I don't know if I should say trio or trilogy because it's like Star Wars, it's like Godfather, it's
Hopefully.
like something like that. And
Hopefully, it's a trilogy. Like
hopefully it's a trilogy. And it seems there's always like three.
Before
So,
trilogies lang yan.
so tell us, Dino, about your Speedy collection.
Well, it all started with me wanting to have a moon watch lang talaga. Because it's really one of those classic. If I was gonna have an Omega, I was thinking like either a Seamaster or a moon watch. But I wanted since I wanted my Swiss to be just a few ones. So I was thinking, moon watch would be a perfect fit for that collection.
So did you choose the straps first?
No. When I saw them, I was like, the bracelets were like,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So tell us about this first piece with the hippocampus, which is not part of the brain.
Yeah, which I learned lang when I researched this watch. I got this watch because I was hunting for a moon watch.
And you knew the owner personally, of course.
Well, this one, he's a doctor, so
Okay.
actually I saw it lang in a forum for sale.
I see.
So I think it's PwC, so I saw it
Okay.
there. But it wasn't being paid attention to. So
I
it's like,
see.
That's the thing. Sometimes when you see a post that nobody's paying attention to, it's like, is it really a good watch or? But then again, I was like, okay. I did some research. I looked it up. It was a 50th anniversary patch watch. So that's what
Okay.
I did. So in view of the Omega logo, it was the hippocampus, and then they had the red Omega
Yes.
writing there. And at that time, I was like, okay, either I buy it now or I miss on the opportunity of it being collectible because I don't think you get to see this.
I have a
often.
question, Dino. When you buy these pieces because some of them you said you've purchased from people you know, and the others are online. How do you protect yourself from fakes or being sure that the watch is in good condition and with original parts? What do you have any tips to share?
Well, as far as the old adage would say, they would say like you buy the seller.
Okay.
So that's what I usually do. I don't really jump at the opportunity when I see something in a marketplace that I'm not familiar with. That,
Okay.
that I don't know who the seller is. That you would have to do more research with that. But
So being a very patient moderator, how do you feel about they'll say, dear sirs, can you vouch for so and so and things like that? Is that acceptable?
Well, I guess it's some people find it unacceptable, some people find it. But for me, I guess if you're a good person or a decent seller, you will have no problem with it.
Okay.
And actually, you'll be proud of it.
Yes, because then you'll get people
it's like-
answering.
like when people vouch for you, it's like, wow. Because your name is your reputation. So when people say good things about you, it's like, he's the best seller, he's like the most patient one, he's the most easy to deal with. That speaks a volume about
So we should
him.
have a Dinno Fabian stamp of approval. Anyway, sorry. Going back to the Speedy. So
Yeah.
this one, you mentioned to me that there was this one hand.
Yeah. Well, this one I was gonna buy as well. I was still on the hunt for the original looking moon watch, and then this came up. It wasn't the one I was looking for, but I couldn't just let it go again because
Okay.
it's one of those hard to come by pieces. So because once you miss on it, you may not see it again, or if you see it
Yes.
again, it's really expensive by then. So this one I really didn't hesitate on it because it's one of those reissues, I guess, of Wally Schirra's first Oris in space. So that's why they call it FOIS. For first Oris, first Omega in space. I'm sorry, Omega in space. So what I liked about it is like how vintage it looked, yet still it looks modern. I mean, of course, it would be nice if I had a vintage one, but this is the closest approximation of a
PM.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a vintage, but you know you can't really find one, this is the closest approximation. And then they did a homage to it, so they did the same applique, stainless applique of the logo there, which is like today it's like all stamped na lang.
And you mentioned to me about the absence of a crown guard.
Yeah, the crown guard. I guess that's the part that I love about it. Also, it's like it's really symmetrical as opposed to this one, because it's kind of fat on this side. It's bigger on this side because of the crown guard.
Okay.
It's kind of asymmetrical.
Yes.
You don't notice it that much, but
yes.
And it gives a slimmer look.
Yes.
And this was the only one in leather strap. Actually.
Oh, this is but is this an original?
No. The original strap is more tan, so I just didn't really feel it. So, but I wanted it more on the darker side, so I picked this one. It's a Hirsch strap, so
yeah, I noticed with the rubberized back.
Yeah. It's I recommend that, especially in humid days.
Yes.
It's perfect for Philippine weather. You don't stink up your leather watch, especially when you sweat. So this one is really nice. But the thing is, I couldn't really totally scratch the itch, because even if I had these two, because I'm still bothered, because these two had the sapphire crystals, which is like flat actually when you look at it on the profile.
Compared to this one,
Yeah, these are flat, so they're not domed like the Hesalite.
Yes.
So, because they couldn't make it with a sapphire, I guess, the curvature. So when you look at it at certain angles, there's a cloudy ring around it.
I see. Okay.
So at that angle, when you're looking at it, you notice the cloudiness of the...
so ayaw mo na pala to. Okay. So, just kidding.
And then finally, I found out this one. This one is the one I was really looking for. And but since I had all these, I
Too bad.
Too bad. These are I couldn't find the older movements for these ones, because the 8.6 ones would be really expensive. The 3.2 ones would be way more expensive. So I don't want to be. I'm not a vintage guy. I have vintage watches, Seiko watches. I like them all, but sometimes they're a pain to keep maintain, and the upkeep of it is really.
I also noticed, and I know you discussed this earlier, that the hands. So these two have white hands, while this one has like a silver.
Yeah, the leaf hands. These are actually like the ones in the original first. Space. But the thing is, there was an argument before about people when they saw this. It's like, why is this the second hand a leaf hand also, when the original one is supposedly like this one, the stick hands.
I see.
So I guess at that time they couldn't really verify it, because the first Omega in space was the dial was changed, or there was a story about that. So so as a compromise, I guess, for Omega, they just did what do you call this? A compromise. They just did one hand, the second hand's a leaf hand, and the stick hands are on the other chronograph.
And I know that you mentioned that this watch comes with a loop. And when you use your loop, would you share with the viewers what you saw?
Oh yeah, because there's the problem with the Hesalite one. It's really nice actually when you look at it, and it's clear, and then there's like a nice shine to it when you look at it from different angles. So though the problem is it gets scratched, so you have to be careful about it. So when I scratched it, it's like, oh no, it's like it was part of
it's the end of the world.
Oh no, it's scratched. So I had to calm down. And then I was like looking at it, so I used the loop that came with this watch. And then funny is like I was bothered. There was like this mark in the middle. It was like a dirt. I was like, oh no, there's more. And then upon closer inspection, I was like, oh wait, it was an etching of the Omega logo. It was an etching. It's a small.
Can I see?
Maybe you can find it there. I don't know. Maybe you can try. It's in the center.
We need a loop.
No, it's like wow. That's a nice nice picture that they put in there. It's like Easter egg thing.
So while everybody asks left or right, Dino doesn't waste any time with that. He just buys 3 at a time. Keep it simple.
Yeah, you always have a leg naman.
Especially if you have the strap, the space strap.
Yeah, so you can do that.
So what's next for your Swiss collection?
Well, for now, I'm trying not to let it multiply. I appreciate it more for now because it's a dangerous and slippery
So when
slope.
you wear, how do you decide which Speedy or which Rolex to wear?
I guess, for some people, which is common for many people when they wear their more expensive watches, is they wear it on special occasions or parties or. But sometimes
No, this can be day, this can be night.
Yeah.
I've seen some of those post the midday change.
Yeah, midday change.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. How many watches do you bring?
Yeah.
Wait, I have more. So you need a vest for that. But I don't know. I guess it goes with the mood sometimes. Sometimes I would like, you have to keep opening your box so that you'll remember that you have
It's like the ref. You just keep opening the ref.
Ano ba masarap dito? Sarap suotin dito. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Dino.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.